Hey everyone, welcome back to another amazing tutorial on our channel Microsoft Office Tutorials. In this video, we are going to learn VLOOKUP and use of VLOOKUP in Google Sheets with the help of a practical example. Here we have the sample data in which we have employee ID, employee name, job title, department, employee salary details, location and joining date. Let's say in this table, we need to pull out the details of employee based on this employee ID from this drop-down list. How we can do this? We can do this with the help of VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is actually stands for vertical lookup. Why? Because VLOOKUP search for a value vertically from top to bottom. For example, as we said, we need to find out details of employee based on this employee ID. Let's say we want to find out the name for this employee ID. When we will apply the VLOOKUP, what VLOOKUP will do, VLOOKUP will try to find out this employee ID from this column vertically from top to bottom. Wherever it will find the employee ID, it will give us the value from another column based on the row in which it finds the employee ID. Let's try this. As we said, we want to find out the details or we want to extract the details of employee based on this employee ID. How we can use the VLOOKUP to get this done? VLOOKUP, open parenthesis, there are in total 4 elements that we need to provide to VLOOKUP to complete this function or formula. The first thing is search key. As we need to find out this employee ID, we will select this employee ID because we need to find out this employee ID from the main data, right? So we will select this cell in which we have this employee ID, comma. The next element or next argument is range. In which range we can find this employee ID? We can go back to our main table and we can select this full table. One thing you need to make sure, the search key should be always in first column of your selection. Search key or the employee ID in our first column of selections. We will select all columns. Then again, comma, the third element or third argument is index. This is actually the column number. If we click on this arrow, you can see details of each element or each argument. This index meaning the column number. As we want to find out the name, so name is in second column, right? So we will insert here 2, then comma. The next argument is sorted. In this argument or in this element, we need to specify, do we want to use exact match or approximate match? In case we want to use approximate match, we will insert here true. Approximate match is mostly used in case we have range of numbers, for example, to calculate the commissions. But here we want to use the exact match. That would be the case in 99% of cases. So we will use here false because we want to use the exact match. We will close parenthesis, we will hit enter, and you will see here we have the employee name based on this employee ID. We can extend this formula to the right, but before that we need to make some adjustments. If we extend this formula to the right, you will see there is error message. So what we need to do, we need to adjust this formula. We need to double click on this formula and we need to, first of all, we need to lock the cell in which we have our search key. We will use F4 to lock this cell. Then we need to lock this range. We will select this range. We will use F4 to lock this range. Hit enter. Now we can extend this formula to the right. After we extend this formula to the right, you can see we selected the range from A2 till J41. For job title, we need to see that job title is in which column of our range that we selected. We will go back to our range that we selected. We will see job title is in third column, first, second and third. So what we will do, we will go back. For job title, we will simply change the index or column index number. We will insert here 3, hit enter, and you will see we have here job title of this employee as well. Similarly, we will change here column index number for all these cells. For department, it is in 4. Similarly, for basic salary, it is in 5. House rent, it is in 6. For bonus, it is in 7. For total salary, it is in column 8. Similarly, location, it is in column 9. For joining date, it is in column 10. Now, as we have been updated the employee details in these cells, we can try another employee ID to see if VLOOKUP function is working properly or not. We will click on this drop-down list. Let's say we select this employee ID EM110. Once we click, you will see the employee details are automatically updated. So friends, in this way, we can use Vlookup function in Google Sheets to extract the required information from huge data. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to give thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to share this knowledge with your friends. Thanks for watching. See you next video. Bye bye.